Factories, offices, construction sites, places where normal life unfolds every day. But hidden in their history are accidents so disturbing they sound more like horror stories than real events. From bizarre machinery malfunctions to chilling tragedies, these are the workplace moments nobody was prepared for. Don't look away. What comes next will haunt you. Number 13. The Deepwater Horizon Blowout. Gulf of Mexico, April 20th, 2010. Deep-sea drilling operates like surgery on planetary arteries, where one nick causes hemorrhaging lasting months. Deepwater Horizon drilled through 13,000 feet of water and 18,000 feet of rock to tap oil reserves under pressure equivalent to freight trains stacked on every square inch. Multiple safety systems failed simultaneously, like cascading server crashes. Blowout preventers, cement barriers, pressure monitoring all malfunctioned when needed most. The well became an underwater volcano spewing 210 million gallons of crude oil into marine ecosystems. 11 workers died when natural gas erupted through drill pipes, turning the rig into floating inferno visible from space. Andrea Fleitas watched helplessly as explosions rocked the platform like earthquake tremors. Jason Anderson was last seen trying to activate emergency systems when the second explosion vaporized the drill floor. Environmental disaster contaminated 1,300 miles of coastline, killed millions of marine animals, and disrupted Gulf Coast economies for years. BP paid $65 billion in fines and settlements, but ocean floors still seep oil from damaged wellheads that may never fully seal. Number 12. Molten Steel's Hungry Mouth. Caterpillar Foundry, Mapleton, Illinois. Stephen Durkis, 39, began his 9th shift hoping for stability after unemployment struggles. 3 children depended on his success at this job that seemed like salvation. The plant produced 150,000 tons of cast iron annually, with molten metal reaching 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit that melts steel like butter. Safety should have been ironclad, but wasn't. 9:20 a.m. brought disaster as Stephen collected samples near crucibles filled with liquid fire. No guardrails protected workers from the open vat of death. No safety nets broke potential falls. Stephen slipped and disappeared into molten inferno, thermal annihilation leaving only bone fragments. Emergency responders found nothing to save. Caterpillar faced merely $145,000 in fines, with no criminal charges filed. 6 months earlier, Scott Adams died at the same plant, yet safety remained compromised. Colleagues spoke of long-standing issues ignored by management, claiming safety priorities while actions proved otherwise. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go! Keep in corporate negligence. Santa Fe Springs, California, 4 a.m. at Bumblebee Foods. Jose Molina, 62, entered a massive pressure oven designed to cook 12,000 pounds of canned tuna at 270 degrees Fahrenheit. Routine maintenance called for standard procedures, but communication systems failed catastrophically. His coworker, unaware Jose remained inside, sealed the oven and initiated the cooking cycle. 2 torturous hours passed as Jose cooked alive, trapped in industrial heat while frantic searches proved futile. The machine operated as a silent executioner, transforming a maintenance worker into a victim of systematic failure. Bumblebee Foods faced California's largest workplace death settlement at $6 million. 2 managers received criminal charges for negligent homicide. This wasn't accident, but complete safety system collapse. Behind corporate statistics lay Jose's name, his decade of loyal service, and a warning written in steam and suffering. Number 10. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire. New York City, March 25, 1911. Fire transforms buildings into death traps within minutes, but corporate greed builds perfect conditions for massacre. Triangle Shirtwaist Factory employed 500 garment workers, mostly young immigrant women, earning $6 weekly in overcrowded sweatshop conditions. Management locked exit doors to prevent breaks and theft, creating human mousetraps on floors 8, 9, and 10 of the Osh building. When fire erupted from discarded cigarettes and fabric scraps, flames spread faster than panic could move human bodies. Workers rushed to exits, only to find doors chained shut from outside. Fire ladders reached only 6th floors, leaving upper stories unreachable by rescue equipment. Desperate women chose jumping 100 feet over burning alive. Witnesses counted 62 bodies hitting pavement like rag dolls falling from impossible heights. Frances Perkins watched from across the street as girls leaped holding hands, dresses billowing like dark angels descending to earth. Fire killed 146 workers in 18 minutes, most under age 25. Their deaths sparked labor safety laws that transformed American workplace standards. But justice came too late for women whose only crime was earning honest wages in illegal conditions. Number 9. Giant Blades and Broken Dreams. Golden Plains Wind Farm, Rokewood, Victoria, November 11, 2024. Renewable energy promised clean futures, but for Jess Patience, 36, it delivered death. The site was destined to become the Southern Hemisphere's largest renewable energy installation, with turbine blades longer than city buses and weighing several tons each. Jess prepared one enormous blade for installation when support systems failed without warning. 8 a.m. marked the moment physics overcame engineering as the massive blade slipped free, crushing Jess beneath its weight like a fallen giant. Emergency services arrived to find devastation, not rescue opportunities. The Australian Workers' Union had repeatedly raised safety concerns about minimal supervision and inadequate contractor oversight. Investigations revealed the blade wasn't properly secured, transforming promise into tragedy. Community support raised over $140,000 for his widow, but money cannot replace the mentor, friend, and steel-toed legend whose death shook an entire industry. Number 8. When Platforms Plummet. Unity Building, Liverpool, England, May 19, 2021. David Bottomley, 53, and teenage son Clayton worked together installing cladding on the 21st floor. Experienced tradesman training his apprentice in the family business. Their mass-climbing platform, designed to carry workers up building sides safely, began operating normally until witnesses described unnatural dipping followed by ominous clicking sounds. The platform then plunged 14 stories, crashing into the 7th floor roof with thunderous impact that shook nearby buildings. David died instantly, while Clayton survived initial trauma but remained on life support for 4 days before joining his father on May 23rd. Investigations revealed braking system failure when shafts inside both motors fractured simultaneously. Backup systems also broke, leaving the platform to fall like dead weight without resistance. Health and safety executive scrutinized suppliers, engineers, and contractors, finding missed inspections, poor maintenance, and ignored mechanical wear. Their deaths sent shockwaves through Castleford, their hometown, where Clayton's rugby talents and David's craftsmanship were remembered alongside calls for stricter equipment regulation. Number 7. The Woodchipper's Appetite. September 7, 2019, Sydney's quiet suburbs witnessed industrial horror. Samuela Servakayawawa, a 40-year-old former Fijian teacher turned Australian gardener, fed branches into A1 Arbor Tree Services wood chipper. Company protocols clearly prohibited hand feeding, yet Samuela worked alone without proper training. His colleagues stepped away briefly, returning to find blood coating the machine, and Samuela vanished entirely. The chipper had consumed him completely, blades pulling him through in seconds. Safe work investigations exposed catastrophic violations, defective machinery, missing safety features, and absent mechanical feeders. Warning signs existed, but inadequate training killed. The company faced $2 million in fines after pleading guilty, though no amount could restore the light-hearted man who simply sought a fresh start. His death became a grim reminder that machines don't distinguish between wood and flesh. Number 6. Lightning's fatal kiss. Hurricane Debbie's aftermath left Apprentice, Mississippi in darkness. August 6, 2024 brought 20-year-old Jaden Allen Stallhut to restore power through Exo Energy contracts. This Eagle Scout with 7 palms had married Aaron in summer 2023, building dreams while serving storm-ravaged communities. Ray Street needed routine electrical work, something Jaden had performed countless times before. Climbing the utility pole for standard checks, he accidentally contacted a live wire. Electricity doesn't discriminate between heroes and victims. The shock proved instantly severe despite immediate CPR from nearby workers. Emergency transport couldn't reverse the electrical damage coursing through his young body. Hours later, Jaden died, taking with him infectious smiles, country soul, and boundless optimism. His widow Erin and their shared future vanished in high-voltage tragedy. Jaden's legacy lives in restored lights and touched lives, but his death reminds us that heroes sometimes pay the ultimate price, bringing hope to others. Number 5. Chocolate's Dark Secret. Camden, New Jersey, July 8, 2009. Vincent Smith II, 29, worked summer shifts at Cocoa Services Incorporated, feeding chocolate blocks into molten vats heated to 120 degrees Fahrenheit for Hershey's products. His platform stood nearly 9 feet high, without guardrails, covered in slippery cardboard that transformed safety into hazard. No harness or safety line protected workers from the obvious danger below. 10:30 a.m. brought inevitable disaster as Vincent lost balance, falling into 8-foot-deep vats where steel blades churned chocolate meant for stirring, not slicing human flesh. Co-workers rushed to help, burning hands in scalding mixture while Vincent remained trapped for nearly 10 excruciating minutes. The emergency shutoff was inconveniently located at staircase bottom, precious seconds lost to poor design. Firefighters recovered only his body from chocolate that held him captive. OSHA found multiple violations, missing guardrails, poorly placed emergency controls, and systemic negligence baked into factory operations where speed trumped safety and Vincent paid the ultimate price for flowing chocolate. Number 4. Boiled alive in sweet death. Natalia Namitz, 36, cleaned industrial equipment at Slaviana Confectionery Factory in Star-Oskol, Russia. October 20, 2017, began as routine maintenance on massive caramel mixers churning molten sugar at lethal temperatures. Factory management assigned her to clean inside the vat while rotating blades continued operating below. Colleagues discovered her trapped, legs submerged in boiling caramel, the thick liquid scalding flesh from bone. Underneath, mechanical blades offered no escape route, creating a horrific death trap. She literally boiled alive while struggling against the viscous prison. Management threatened employees into silence, but investigative journalism exposed the truth. Heat and blunt trauma killed Natalia in agony. The factory's safety record revealed previous deaths ignored for production speed. Her sister now raises Natalia's son, who grows up knowing his mother died in a place meant to create joy, not consume lives. Keep the voice steady and informative. Nicholas J. Marks cleaned Boston's tallest windows for 20 years, trusted with dangerous heights, requiring absolute equipment reliability. October 23, 2023, found him working 100 Summer Street, secured in his bosun's chair with rope systems designed to prevent exactly what happened next. Anchor ropes failed in sequence, primary, then backup, sending Nicholas plummeting dozens of stories before smashing into a parapet with devastating force. Witnesses watched helplessly as experienced caution met mechanical failure. OSHA investigations revealed Sky Safety Inc. had neglected routine rope inspections, used worn equipment, and failed proper anchor point certification. $447,000 in fines couldn't restore a life lost to corporate negligence. The company disputed findings, claiming mysterious metal shards cut ropes mid-task, but OSHA rejected these deflections. Nicholas's death wasn't. Number 2. The Bhopal Gas Chamber. Bhopal, India, December 3, 1984. Chemistry becomes a sleeping monster when corporations build cages from profit margins instead of proper safety protocols. Union Carbide's pesticide plant stored 40 tons of methyl isocyanate, poison so toxic it kills faster than snake venom and spreads through human networks like digital viruses. The chemical required constant refrigeration, but cost-cutting had shut down safety systems months earlier. Water leaked into storage tanks at 12:56 a.m., triggering reactions that transformed liquid death into gaseous apocalypse. Safety systems were offline. Warning sirens were broken. Gas scrubbers designed to neutralize leaks sat under maintenance. Pressure relief valves released clouds of death that drifted through sleeping neighborhoods like invisible napalm. Thousands died in their beds, many never waking. Others stumbled outside with dissolving lungs and eyes weeping blood instead of tears. The plant superintendent fled to America before dawn. Over 600,000 people suffered exposure to chemicals that rewrote DNA permanently. Generations later, children are still born with genetic mutations from toxins their grandparents breathed decades ago. Number 1. The Deadly Scottish Shortcut. Remote Longformicus, Scotland, January 20, 2021. Robert MacArthur, 32, operated a mobile elevated work platform for Keltra Rail Limited, known for strict safety standards. Experience bred overconfidence as Robert chose a steep, grassy slope instead of designated safe routes, seeking faster access to his worksite. The platform's gradient reached 22 to 23 degrees, far exceeding safe operational limits. Physics doesn't negotiate. The MEWP lost traction on wet grass, rolling over with devastating force. Robert's decision to skip his seatbelt proved fatal as the machine crushed him beneath its weight. Court investigations found no equipment failure or training deficiencies. Company protocols were comprehensive and properly communicated. Robert's fatal choice to take dangerous shortcuts and ignore basic safety equipment created his own demise. The sheriff's ruling was brutal in its simplicity, entirely preventable. Determination without caution killed a man whose rush cost everything.
Still curious? Then don't stop now. The next mystery is already waiting for you. Just click the video on screen. I saved it just for you. See you there, curious one.